Yamfa yen intremu ewo la Côte d'Ivoire, Abidjan to be precise, Ninkodin Komo Saddick, Adams the Sports Obama. Yes, Waba Humane Sova, Zumienin Komoni Emisan Oba. Good morning, we be able to there.
Pokopa.
Bobu aman for sorry yen tipaye, ebi mo de sorry yen na minim ne ekoso send a who game no your general observation.
Well, Darius, I would say, sir, it was one of the best games of the tournament so far. Very thrilling and exciting from start to finish. You can clearly see two teams will be willing, say, obey kun huamanemai. There are so many reports a describe game, especially fans are neutrals. Say one of the best games of the tournament so far, because to have 4 goals in an AFCON game, 2 for each side, and yet easy. So and Ghana Egypt shows a game between two of the most successful teams in our more tournament, and on mobile skills from the fans, from the mistakes, errors, tension, BPR, characterize a big game. Now, present in this match in general was a very, very good game. Very, very good game. Thrilling, especially for neutral fans.
Very well. A good game. I'm a neutral fans. I'm gonna be a doing command. The Ghana fans are here game. No, na because people were also asking, so now then I am the same performance, the same approach. Yani kevet boy more no, but football is full of dynamics. Now, and some will be a bisani say, Oba, oh hobby. And changes our coach and whom croneba performance of the boys in the second half. And my Ghana him say a winnie anisa and a fed year a kobuka my board draw. To you, no Lucio whatever. Of course, Ghana to draw.
Well, Darius, so question a bit me about BMR. Meaning, so we say about some of the things are a free game.
Sure, ba.
Yeah, well, I think, sir, in summary, I can say, sir, and right game, I learned 1 or 2 things from it. I made me a share. First one, and it's to date, this is Chris Hughton's best match as a Black Stars coach. To me, today, this is the best match wobble out of the 11 or 12 games competitively. This is the best game wobble, and obviously because maybe he had a very solid plan coming into this game. Untimi fan toto Cape Verde there no so Ghana in second game AFCON since 1998 I lose to Togo and Nimbombe wake more Burkina Faso no ye lose biem and since AFCON 1992 ababefamuno second group game they na ye lose, so especially so big games ye Yeshia big team, yetimi appear tempo, not your bonnet camera. Say psychological problem being a one tina. Yeshia some of the minnows now Mutria fire so now. Who say Yeshia big teams when we went to Egypt in 2019, now a big game by Cameroon. After the 2-2 draw against Benin, everything was in shambles. Near him saying to me, Yeshia Cameroon, it was our best game. And can show more about for Sakabno was to short a ball crossbar 90th minute. So we'll go through big games there, even at the World Cup against Portugal, against South Korea. Then when it matters most, now fluffer your chances and another your falter. And we do well. And I would say, sir, the first thing I've learned is that this is Chris Hughton's best game so far, from defense to midfield to attack, especially in terms of the show of commitment and his deal to play now. This is his best game. It doesn't mean that it is a good game, but to Christian Ankasano, this is his best game so far. That is my number one. I'm sure that more Chris Hughton fouls in your hunting as and when I corona keka and Yamabu said a movie come out at the to me, this is Chris Hughton, the best game so far. And Meko number 2. The American say what I've learned from this game, and in general, the AFCON, is that one mistake is one goal. One silly mistake, excuse my French, is 1 goal. Bona ye bono. Se uya little mistake, obeko. Uya little mistake, ye the best show. Wouldn't opportunity. Do ye 2 mistakes, a 1 goal. Who committed 2 errors, 1 goal. And the way a defender, and a midfielder, and an attacker, you can play anywhere, but goal area. There is nowhere I was out now goal area. Now the ball the diacro. I've watched Cameroon, I've watched Guinea Bissau, Masha Cape Verde, Masha Mozambique, Egypt. I've watched Morocco, Tanzania. We are least mistake. DR Congo, match or boy, you know. Utimusa or Zambia. Goalkeeper quite mistake or buy an abonnet that. So AFCON mistake, obeyeno a go. And that is what happened yesterday. Mistakes, Egyptians in EAB. Ghana, very elementary mistakes. Kudus, described as silly mistakes. Individual errors at the AFCON. What I've learned, and especially from the Ghana versus Egypt game, who committed 1 error, it's a goal. So you don't have to come into the game with a high margin of errors. And I say, when himself committed error, no correct it. All your errors should be corrected at the training grounds. In the game, any error, it's like the UEFA Champions League, it's leading to a goal. Any error will lead to a goal. So this is the AFCON. As I know, Iñaki Williams, any Usman Bukari, and a mistakes are very unpardonable. After a time, and now you hold the game, now you lead the Egyptians, say, oh, yeah, least mistake, go beba. And what I can say is at the AFCON, any mistake I will be committing. Kaimu said we are 90% in the process of conceding a goal. That is what happened in our game against Cape Verde. 1 mistake, I was say a clear ball within a millisecond. Now you could so a better here. So this is something I can also say. I learned from the gamer. Players and any coaches, they should do well and rectify some of these errors. I asked Coach Chris Hughton about these errors. And he was saying, to him, and the man is here, on friend individual errors. Now, Obeka say a team errors and a course. So, well, if it's a team error, then it is a team effort, and I'm going to be rectified. That is number 2. Meko number 3, Meka say Alexander Jiku has learned much more of African football than anybody else I've seen. One more ball Africa da. Alexander Jiku has never played at the African level, but he's one player that I can say, so was senior football, born with Africa, and no nonsense safety first, no nonsense safety first. What committee errors be brave, our committee, but so error now or committee no, we are now the ball ni kokona, we are not the ball ni go through. So Alexander Jiku, I would say, from what I've seen from the first game, Alexander Jiku has learned the African game better than most players who have played in Africa because or you're robust, or you're rugged, or you're no nonsense. And he's one of our best players in this tournament so far. So, Mohamed Kudusa, Obamua, and Quebec said, very likely saying Cabranti and Crano, Obetima Gane for a year, their best player. So Alexander Jiku, to me, is the mainstay in our defense. Obenya Obia, ebi obe partner no. But so far, there, Alexander Jiku, untouchable in terms of the Black Stars, and he's shown great. Ewo matches are all boy. Or my who say AFCON no or Tiasie pa. 3 no. May call 4. I can say, sir, Mohamed Kudus, or you're indispensable. The argument is incontestable. Mohamed Kudus, or you're indispensable. We have to admit. Yen kase omani trimunyanide. But Enra, we played virtually. If you look at the statistics, you create any chance. And you 0 chance. And Enra create here. It is a obo game. Now create 0 chance. Now play about 2 goals. that player is indispensable, especially when that player's absence equals defeat in your first game. Especially when that player is half fit. Especially when that player is coming into the game under so much intense pressure. Mohamed Kudus is indispensable. And whatever it takes to protect the guy, we have to. Whatever it takes to intensify the commitments, we have to. Obviously, Kudus, Edru Leveler, Yebetima Freno, an African star player. Edru Leveler, Yebetima Freno, the most valuable African player. Now, he was on the field with Salah. He was injured, not fully fit, coming into the game after so many weeks. And no idea, say, oh, park and so, and I'll be understanding. When his name was mentioned, Ivorians, any other neutral fans, they there or you might not think say Obama West Ham, if you because or Man U, and now or Chelsea, and now or any big team, and the adulations are other stars at the manor before and after the game now, especially or more money Ghana for Adebayo more Elijah Diop, Didier Drogba, Obie Kanasem, and I was watching Cote d'Ivoire TV Bako, na Djibril Cissé Ekasa. Now apart from that, there are players Omunyinano, Willie Bolly, and now Wilfred Bolly, Wilfred Bonny Ekasa. Now Shen Semo Mokafana Wa, Uti Mose Mohamed Kudus, Emi Tinuma, Eye Wawa, Ye Trinity. Tisa Bedi Pele, Nagana Bona Oniho. The other players will do well, but it means say sometimes you need a player of his quality. He showed say one moment of brilliance. And Okayeme of Asamoah in 2015, when Ghana had lost our first game against Senegal, when we were facing elimination, Ghana on the brink of elimination against a tough Algerian side with Islam Slimani, Sofiane Feghouli, Rais Timboli, na incoming Abrante friend Mahrez, also Eba, na Omo Karl Bejani, all the top players, na Ghana Ekushi Omona Jan Ebra, na ye training 9, Emma Otto Guso, Ebe Boya, 90th minute, or she one goal, one moment of brilliance. Now the Maya, and go be and go back and see you could do some film because on your fit, but we in the free one, Utim no, won't mean pretty chance. 0 chances created. When you have 3 shots, 2 on targets, 2 in a goal. Can you imagine? Mohamed Kudus and issues of his commitment, I think said they must be thrown into the dustbin because what you say, not on your fit, medical for confirm so on your fit, or buy and so I bet say team no walk up 2 goals against South Korea. AFCON first game 2 goals against Egypt of all teams. Look at the teams are all sure mono. Team Mohamed Kudus is indispensable as we talk now. We can only hope say obey fit and the amaye. Now number 5, Darius say let the calculations begin. To say the most important people are here more Ghana and yet the players, mathematicians. We are going into the last game like we did in Cameroon. Yeah, Kwakobo, Mozambique. You hear 3 points. A non-negotiable. Non-negotiable. We need the 3 points. We have to pray, say, and Mozambique, Omoni Keved, Omokobono. Omomo draw my. Keved for no, ebenya 4 points. Mozambique for no, ebenya 2 points. Say, yeah, Kosha Mozambique. Na ye benya 4 points. Na omoda so 2. Na Keved ni Egypt no. Yabo modern so almost bebo draw. And ye Keved for no, omukonya 5 points. Na Ghana. You have 4, you toss to 2. Not just say Egypt, that's what 3 points. About 3 points, 3 matches, 3 points. Say Egypt, Echo na Omukoshe a friend is a Keveda. Egypt for no back 4 points. Say Egypt, Enyako 4 points. Ebema yen so ye more actually. And the calculation there, yen started. But in Abaye and then game my back or ye both year. And you bet me home, said the table no better. But let the calculations begin as usual for Ghana.
Okay, very well. Oba, what can send be brave? What can send be brave now? Sisi ano asema Ghana for die anu nyina ne say So where they ntimi and qualify be hu ye pa de amai because na kwa to say a back to back disastrous tournament. Now we know after the game no saying na omo no mafa game no morning central for bi ono mu didi nkomo a ebiom hopes e was sure but playing body no almost stature almost demeanor after the game saying ntimi en win no saying no speak it to us. So are they going to the next game with all their all focus and to just go and win an
Well, and players in a many be Ekasai Richard Ofori, I spent over 10 minutes with him at the press zone, talking, one-on-one. There was Amati players, be Omunyina with GDA said they will qualify. Omunia performance now, Omodanity, this game. And Omunyina will hope so be qualify. We sure Mutimi Nadia. And the Selba playing body in the suiting there, they think say if they can limit the errors. Now more bot said your more boy against Egypt now, or born against Mozambique. Or said definitely they will be able to qualify. And the players and any coaches in there. I spoke to Boateng and Masao Dramani. Omunina are very hopeful. Say Ghana last game now, they will be able to qualify, especially we said your moye now. As of many I just said. It's coming. Aha, dear now more no. I say a bank a crank a crack. I near my beer. I will say yes step by step, but who is a fin a bank a crank a cranky. They are very hopeful that Ghana can qualify. Or more share errors, or more share chances a bit pretty, or money I just say Kudus Saba, and they are not a said this here. Na Mame Emfa with minim say Monsaka Majid Ashimeru ne video and exclusively. Yensa ekaye no na Majid Ashimeru de metimi aka ne se enra abrante no ye press conference na obaye no obetwa mu o make zone na abrante no wo tokuso o hobo minim se me the video na mamo exclusively ebetimi ono na ekono enra oba nyina na otokuso tutimo se ye midfielder Majid Ashimeru ene na umbe assess no a condition say or you're okay and now on your okay and see make us say imagine Ashimeru more share Ghana for player no na auto busono and Majid Ashimeru see make us say or no any fully fit and an injury no or nya injury or park and so and then my ye free mono na injury no see make us say penny for confirm the actually say or more bomb modern so betimi ama Majid Ashimeru or more a can scan and also my assess no. So more assessing via na omotimi atre enti se ochina na ene anyway no ye beti news e dey free omo enti se si ameka say no Majid Ashimeru on sheda enye player or ye fully fit and no pride na maye mo Ghana medical team no abaso Ghana medical team no so ye mo mabaso omo ye adwuma Dr. Prince Pambo one Dr. Kofi Ablo or a yes in charge or na or ye nyuma be some of the best doctors in Africa and ye would be America among for nyindi Kudus ne recovery and ye players ne be pre Benyam Knox ye kai maybe a chama ye tournament ya na injury situation high pa so be kaya 2022 ye ntumi kra ma omo a bit nan chance men ka se bia bi na see but what this time players need be pray or more confirm ye ni omo din come privately ya medical team no omo bomodin papa the way omo ehwe Kudus oba ye na omo risk no na omo hwe ni injury no omo say long ago and omo say first match there near likely say obebo but they will get him ready for the second game. I think the Western for no credu baby no na omo tiase Emma Kudus no the physio no na ye adwuma wo Ajax by when the doctors or more Ghana ye team no mono coordinate so well or my team akeka ndema bom so I know Majid Ashimeru they will get him ready as a winner ye hiano and also dia enye footballers and enye coaches and why medical team no you can clearly see said ye see or walker ye medical team ye juma pa injury BNC and the private player be opportunity till we went to the last game. And this one, if we get all our players, especially with the return of Kudus, no with me manage all the injury situation, including what the latest one with Majid Ashimeru. I believe very well say Ghana will make inroads our tournament. And so we need to commend our medical team for the yeoman's job also Darius.
Very low, but that's be brain and send me jam wakono. Adia bako da Ghana for the run no say the right back on. The first game you saw what happened. The second game, first half no Arsenal right back on na kakrana. Second half on there bobo pressure by tension on the far on money press na no mo nyina no. Then right back on. The question na ye bisa ni say Ali do say adan we pra and adan ti na afa the coach na so nsheda no was outside hobium. What is happening?
Well, meaning BSc, but you to me say Odoy, Prof or Bre papa Prof Bre or Bre and Ra goose ne buy in enamo. Na goose ne buy in enamo na dear man enamo. Chance or create or space at the moment too much. But on say yebuno pa yebu prof pa the obian to me can answer but I was there or shani huye. Buna diamano no I say a yatra because one match 2 games in no a whole new na minim there actually disabled because you're right back on. But I think say it is high time coach Chris Hughton or identify sa a way channel na baby a brand here prof Odoy Odano channel no I'll say yes no.
That's be brave. Minim the beja ya bo ye 2 games we go so 1 point I call your 3rd game and then all the jay over.
Yeah, 2 games, 1 point. But that's why look okay. I think that we have to take it game by game. Yeah, now 1 point. And the last next one, you bet me 3. I can 1. It will help us qualify, especially say you be a 3rd, 4 best placed teams are more awarded. No, you bet me and your Montino, and also a opportunity. The hands will be progressing to the next round. But I would say, as a Dana Medema Angel Beverages, I say. Angel Cola, Angel Peach, Angel Mango, Angel Orange, and Angel Energy. Angel Cola, a genetic power via West Africa, including Abidjan, Cote d'Ivoire, her branches in the Haitino, Yabayano, and Yadia said, Wyatt Yamaye, and the Yababom penny for number soon 2 person your party via Angel beverages and also would be class here. Sanso and they are don't go to the Cote d'Ivoire for no. Couldn't be about more friendly and joke a via or more mine 247 economy. I'm the master and then be a nipagina viema or more yet to man do much more or monso edgy or maniwa. Saso and a boafua or mama bombarding and my yet me a bedroom hano. Yet the Saddick is here and a dema monina na yet to me a bombarding say. Yeba na yekoye maybe answer the piano yebeko so aboma baso it is Abraham make say Darius mejemu e de amount na watoa so said e be ya de besi wo ha bia no so no yebema amanfo so aso atimi ate.
Very well, thank you so much Saddick Adams the sponsor.